Hello everyone, this is Cliff. Welcome back to our Let's Play of Dark Souls 2. Now when we last left off, we were here at this bonfire, and I've cleared out this right side, so we should be, should at least have a pretty straight shot towards our goal. I'm going to pick up that Soul of a Great Hero. And there's one thing I want to tell you about these enemies that are down here. They do drop petrified dragon bones if you're looking to upgrade some boss soul weapons. You can come down here and grab some. They also, as a rarer drop, drop dragon scales, which is a part of the Dragon Eye Covenant. So I'm just gonna grab these real quick, and we're gonna head off this way. Now, as you can see, this cliff runs out right here, so don't go hell bent towards that. Looks like there's an item off in the distance. I'm not sure how you're supposed to grab that, or if that's maybe some kind of weird reflection, or what the deal with that is. But obviously, there's no platform to walk around on over there. So what we're gonna do is come up here, and we will use the dragon stone. And that will cause a couple of platforms to rise up out of the water. Okay. So, what we're going to do is head through here, and we're going to hit this, because that will open up that. But what we're going to do is we're going to head through here first. There should be an item right here. That Drake Blood Greatsword. Now, let's look at our equipment. I'm going to switch some things up, because I was fighting those dragon enemies, and you do need some pretty hefty equipment for them. Let's see, Dragon Blood Greatsword, Drake Blood Greatsword, excuse me. It's right here. Does decent physical damage, but it also does magic and lightning damage. Now, the problem with this weapon is, if I remember correctly, it does take petrified dragon bones to increase its level. And again, that's a sharp drop off to nothingness. We don't want to do that. What we want to do is we want to head back over here, and we're going to take this elevator up. So this opens up the very first shortcut that I showed you when we first started on this download content. Now this part right here is not quite the shortcut yet. What we're going to do is we're going to come out here, grab that human effigy, and we'll head up these steps in 1 second. What we're going to do is I'm actually going to show you where this leads. Okay, so we're most of the way through the download content. We've got one more fairly difficult area to go. There's a new type of enemy that we will face. It can be kind of aggravating, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come up here and just rest momentarily to restock Estus Flask and weapon durability. Drop down here again, and we're going to take the elevator back down. So Coming up, there is a small little crystal lizard hive that I haven't completely figured out how to get the most out of yet. That's going to be another experiment that I'm going to have to run probably off camera. But we're going to take our little bridge across right here. And this enters the dragon sanctum again. And you'll start to hear the song of the boss. What I'm going to do is just drop down here. And drop here. So at this point, as you might could tell, it is a kind of a point of no easy return, but since we have some items to take care of all that, we're not going to worry about it. Check to see. As you can tell, there's also a lot of kind of leap of faith drops, and I really need to equip that cat ring. Let me just do this. I'll pop a life gem. You can see the fog wall down there. There is a bonfire, hidden bonfire, that we're gonna come across, and we're also going to fight that dude right there. That is one of the new enemies, and this dude kind of can hit pretty hard. As you can tell. Not sure how he hit me that time, but that's okay. I am taking an absolute beating for this guy. Frick. Okay. What the hell is wrong with me? Okay. And as you can hear, or you may or may not be able to hear, but you can actually hear the sound of the crystal lizards. Now we've got two things here. We've got one of these dudes up here. You remember him? And I am going to I think he actually fell down into the room behind. Yeah, okay. So and you can kind of see the crystal lizards up there. Now I'm gonna horribly botch this up, and I'll be the first to admit that I don't quite know how to do this one yet, but I'm gonna take my bow out just in case. Cause see, once that large oh, you were kidding me. I'm gonna miss him. I'm assuming that's how you have to do it. You just kind of have to shoot all three of them, because unless you stand here, you're not gonna get that. And even then, you're not going to get the doorway to spin around as fast as you need it to. Excuse me. So yeah, that's not my finest hour. And since he's just staring at the wall, I'll go ahead and kill him off. Let's see if we can avoid that, where we can just walk right through. All right. But we'll come back. I'll come back and probably show you. I'm assuming that you have to use your bow and arrow and just kind of shoot. I know you can hit at least two of them. I didn't have the right angle to get that third one, but I'm sure it's doable. What I'm going to do is just run off here and then drop down here. That'll save a few little hit points. Alright, sorry about that. Let's so we've got two ways we can go down here. This doesn't lead to anything. You can also fall off and kill yourself. We'll go this way and grab this item. It's a hexing urn. Oh wait! I almost got stupid. Let's use this space. And be very, very quiet. Never mind. Okay, alright, so we've got him. So what we're gonna do, I think there's another one I can attack. There's one way down at the bottom that you can actually take out from here. But next stop is actually going down this stairway. And again, another point of no return. Okay, and from here, we can actually go towards the boss. But what we want to do is we actually want to open up the bonfire, which is right around this corner. And you can kind of see it a little bit there. It's a little bit of a difference in that way that clips together. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna head over here and we're gonna light this bonfire just in case we happen to croak off, which is possible. Now for this video, I will actually kill these other two guys. There's two more guys. That was all. They are a bit slow. Especially when they roll. That doesn't help them. Alright, so we got that. Now I'm gonna switch up and use this. And again, there's a guy off to the left. We saw him from up above. He's right there. Prick. Now the worst part about these guys is that they have fairly high poise, which makes it very hard to kind of chain up. And easiest thing to do is to kind of keep your shield down, because you have to be careful, because they can guard break you. And that is really the attack that they don't want to do a lot of, because it does leave them pretty vulnerable. Okay, so the last thing I want to do in this video is come down here. you'll see this area. There's nothing off in here. But we are going to find something in here. And that's an entire Drake Blood set. Not a bad set. Not a bad set at all. But if I remember correctly, I think that Drake Blood set requires Petrified Dragon Bones to upgrade. Don't hold me to that. I think that's right. Okay, so from here you can do a couple of different things. You can actually jump. I would not recommend doing that. There's actually one more area on the other side that we're going to get to a little bit later, but we've actually hit about 15-16 minute mark, and I think I may call it a video here. Well, I can show you how you get down. We'll do that, and then I'll just use the next video as my my boss fight. So let's wear this ring. We're gonna drop off here. Again, we can take these stairs around to here. All right, and so obviously to get there, you would have to jump from up above. If you drop here, you can get all of these items. There's a couple of more of those Drake Blood soldiers. But as you saw that Phantom roll down, that's how you get down to the boss level. And there's actually nothing on this bottom level. So no real need of. Jump over here. I'll grab that. That's Divine Bomb. Which so much for him. And I really desperately need some more arrows, apparently. I poke you, sir. I poke you. There we go. Alright. So from there we can grab this Twinkling Titanite, this Large Soul, and these Twinkling Titanite. And that's a bunch of smooth and silky stones. So those will be, that's 5 of them. Those will be lovely to try to have to trade. Wish you could trade those in a slightly more efficient manner, but you know, them's the breaks. Let's go with this, and I will jump early and land right here. Alright, so we're going to drop down here, and you can drop down there. And this actually technically puts you into Dragon's Rest, which is where the boss is. But as you can see, there's not much here on the ground itself. Alright, so what we're gonna do, and I will say this, let's say this before I go. There are some NPC summons if you're human to help you fight this boss. Now, I would not recommend doing that because this boss, and hold on one second, let me, singing's a little bit loud for my taste, sorry. Basically, the boss will actually can actually spawn in other enemies. Typically, she spawns 4 skeletons, but one of the things she can also spawn is a life-size replica of Velstadt, the Royal Aegis, and obviously he was kind of annoying as a solo fight, much less with the boss still trying to attack you. So I usually don't summon any phantoms to help me, because it does seem to trigger Velstadt a little bit more often. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna try to take her on solo, which, I mean, we've done that for most of the bosses in the game, and the dragon that's past her will also try to do solo. So yeah, good times. That'll be the next video. We will have a boss fight. Should be the next 2 videos will be a boss fight. And then there's a few little minor things that I gotta go back and like keys that I've received and stuff like that I've got to go back and show you what all they do. So until next time, this has been Cliff. I hope everybody takes care. I will see you a little bit later. Goodbye.